but if you see the overall thrust in India-Europe engagement, there has been an uptick. Is this a consequence of how Indian economy is performing, or the geopolitical push and pulls on the European side, which is prompting them to engage more with India? What is your assessment of this? What more should India, Europe, or India, Italy should do more to consolidate the relationship that they have currently?
Well, Sanjay, let me remind you that India and Europe have had a millennial relationship, and it's nothing new. It was the trade routes for India that caused wars in Europe, and not vice versa. So trade with India is 1,000-year-old European wish, and the dream has come true, where unitedly Europe has been able to find a trade solution with India, which is what, if I may remind you, started India's colonization to begin with, because they were just not able to agree on themselves on how they were going to do trade with India together. So I think we've solved all the problems with that. So I don't see it as an uptick. I just see it as a consolidation of political will in Europe, because the EU itself as an entity, as a supranational entity, is in constant evolution. So I think all those ducks needed to come into a row before this happened with India. It has happened, and I don't think there's any going back from it, and it will create a lot of prosperity, because not only has it been a free trade agreement, then there is a mobility agreement signed, then there is a defense and strategic agreement signed. So there's a whole menu of issues that have opened up between the two democracies. And after 1,000 years of trying to get this to work, I don't think anybody's going to let it go. So much as 200 years of humiliation, to quote India's Foreign Minister Jaishankar, was our colonialization, I would say that this was 1,000-year-old struggle that we have finally come to conclude. So it's been a path that stopped in 1452 with the conquest of Istanbul, which has stopped with which stopped trade before that when Egypt fell to the Rashidun Caliphates. So it has been a cyclic, in which India will identify with, effort at creating sustainable trade between the two continents.